Okay, hey everybody, how you doing today? My name is Greg Wilson, and I'm getting ready to do a 20-minute detailed um, script of how I live, what I do for a living, and how I pay my bills, how I pay my rent, and what I do for a living. And since I've been working for a living, and how much I pay for rent for my apartment, how big my apartment is. Um, I've been here for a year, going on 2 years, okay? And I was formerly working at another job, two jobs. I worked at Burgers, no, not Burgers or Beers. That was a long time ago. I worked at Red Robin, and I worked with all the people, lovely people up there that were co-workers, and I also worked for Cleveland Clinic. And Red Robin, I was a server, host, and busser. And I worked that job conjointly with taking a bus, taking a 77 bus to Rockside and getting off and working there. And I had got a job at Cleveland Clinic before that. As a matter of fact, I got my job at Cleveland Clinic before that, and I got a second job. So I had been working two jobs. And Cleveland Clinic, I was patient transport, and I enjoyed my job. I love that job. It was fun. Got to talk with a lot of people. I got introduced to different people, and it was a fun job. It just the hourly rate wasn't there. I don't know. Well, I don't want to talk too much about that because I worked there for a year and 8 months, and I was only making $15 an hour, which is truly not the amount of money that you want to make. That amount of money being a grown person and taking care of your bills, making a 2 weeks payment check that's not going to be beneficial for living and the cost of living today. Um, it's a hard thing to do, but it's lovely when you love my job. You love your job, you love it. Well, it was a job. I wouldn't consider it a career, but especially if they're going to be paying you $15 an hour up until you're 100 years old. It's not going to happen. It's not going to work. $15 an hour is the amount that a child makes living with their parents, not for a grown person at all. Um, I beg to differ with anybody who thinks that's a good rate. They're out of their rabbit ass mind. But anyway, I don't want to get into too much of that drama. But the people were good. They were there, and you know, you'd have to work there to know the feeling. You'd have to work there to know the job mechanics, and it's a lot to do, and it should be more hourly rate. But anyway, I want to talk about what I do for that year that I was last year. I was making $15 an hour, and I was making another $15 at the other job. So both of those checks combined would help me. And I got started living in an apartment because I was living off of the west side of Cleveland, and pursuing work, and it's nothing's easy. Nothing comes easy. It's a hard ordeal. Beyond the fact that you have a lot of people that work, and then you have a lot of people that don't work. But some people don't work because they try to get a job, but they don't get the job because maybe the business doesn't feel that they need them, or the business feels that they're not comfortable with the person, or you have to know someone that knows someone that knows someone that knows someone. It's weird, but I've gained conscious of being patient, because patience is virtue, and virtue is knowledge, and knowledge is wisdom, and wisdom is knowing what's next. And what's next is what's next. If the beat is up and you're in a pecking order of a line and you're next, hey, you're next up. It's your time. And this is it. This is the world today. We got a new president. We got Trump in office. Things are going as however people are going to reconcile what they reconcile with, and we come to differences. Everybody does. I don't pass judgment on anybody. I stay out of the way of anybody. I don't try to follow the leader on anything. I'm not the caboose here. I'm my own running engine. If you wanna jump along and join the bandwagon, help yourself, but don't help yourself to putting hands on anything that I have. That's all I'm asking, because I didn't ask for that. So I don't ask for handouts, but I've come to a difference in time because of my ego, not asking for handouts. I've come from a beautiful family, and I was the one that was striking the strikeouts because of my apparent knowledge that wasn't knowledge at all. It was just bush crap. I don't want to cuss too much on here because I don't know what children are listening to this. So this is sort of like this is a log, stardate log, Captain Ship, Greg Wilson. But this, I just wanted to say that this is serious, and I wanted to give a start on this YouTube account where I've done a lot of things as an entertainment. I was in 3 local movies with Ray Mail. Well, 3 local movies, 2 with Ray Mail A. Adams, R&A Productions. One called Squad, and the other one called Hacker. And then I was in another local film with Sean Connors, The Queer on Film. The movie was called Slaw. It's a cinematic horror movie. Played a demon possessed zombie. It was wild, and then it was pretty cool. But I was talking to everybody there like I was from United Kingdom, and they believed it. But I was just portraying someone I wasn't. I was just doing a character. But then when I started talking like I am, they all laughed. They were like, "Wow, we really thought you were from there, man." But it's cool. But I do things. I've done musician work. I've done music just for fun on Rap Chat. I've got over 105, 108 tracks of music. I didn't plan on positioning myself to go anywhere because I was just doing it for fun. And before I get into telling you what I do, it'll probably be in the last, let's see, it's 9 minutes now. It'll probably be in the last maybe 7 minutes. But I have done music, and I'm going by G-Wiz Sticky Icky Blaze X. What a name. And but there was a reason behind it. 3 years ago, when I made my music, I was into a lot of things. So beyond that, I have captured the life of just work, work in general. I've been a cook. I've cooked. I worked at the 24-hour hot dog diner on West 25th, and on flipping burgers and eggs and cooking potatoes, like a whole sack of over 100 potatoes in this big pot. Making that for and then grating the potatoes up to make home fries. And then just cooking in front of everybody, making it. It's life is fun. Life is fun. I mean, I'm a walking I'm a walking conviction. Things happen to me over my lifespan. That tell you the truth. People will tell you they know me. Some people don't know me. Some people talk about me. Some people make rumors about me. Some people just hate me. Some people just look at me and skulk. Some people look at me and say, "Hey, how you doing?" Some people are my family. Some people aren't. Some people just cool. Some people are cool and they're not cool. They're just backstabbers. Some people they're who they are. But what I am, that's some people. That's it. You know, and I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I'm on TikTok. I'm on WordPress. I have a podcast show called Greg Wilson's Rhyming, Limericks, and Poetry. I've only done one. I've also went to Ohio Media School, which I had to finish out. That's not the reason why I stopped, because an incident happened on me commuting there, walking there. It's not going to make it. You need a car to get back and forth to that school. It's a beautiful, wonderful school. I'd ask anybody, and I wouldn't wish anybody not to miss it, but go to it. And I usually see Raw Digger on announcing the commercial. Who I've actually met. She's a very sweet person. She's very knowledgeable, very intelligent. Give you a lot of knowledge. A lot of people out there will help you to get you and to receive the knowledge and proceed in life on your career that you want to be. Whether newscaster, anchorman, a sportscaster, you could be a videographer. You could do videos. You could do movies. You could be a DJ. You could be disc jockey. On the radio. But you have to have the initiative to go out and do it. But otherwise than that, let me get back. Well, it's getting into the late minutes of. Well, we're about 12 minutes in, but this is my first time. What is today? What is today, Rambo? The 20th. Okay. Well, it's okay. But yeah, today's 20th. Well, anyway, yeah, it's cool, Rambo. Sit back, sit down, buddy. But yeah, that's my dog. It's my homie. But yeah. So anyway, whatever I was talking about, I'm gonna get back onto the. For digressing from the topic, I just want to get back onto what I was talking about, and I just want to say, hey, everybody who's watching this or seeing this, thank you. This is real. It's this is like a documentary on what I do, what I did. I've done a lot of things, in another video, that 20-minute video that I put on here for people who want to know the general interest, what's going to help you get you where you need to be, so you don't make mistakes like I've done. I've made a lot. I've dusted myself and got back up. Like I said, I'm a walking convention. I shouldn't even have been able to dust myself and get back up from anything from what happened to me. But I just want to say that in the general interest of everybody on here and all these followers and listeners and that know me on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook, whether friends, associates, or family, or friends, or close friends, or my circle of friends. You know what I mean? I put things on there. I've got a comedy show called Javi G. It's a comedy show, and I put funny things on there because I always have a general interest to make people laugh. It's just in my nature. It's in my blood. It's by blood. You know what I mean? That's how my mom, my dad, my brothers, my sister, we all used to have. You always used to be a fun time or make people laugh, and then that's just in the family. and that's something that runs it. But what I want to say is what I do. If you can't hear me, I'll be explosive next time. But I'm trying to be, not trying to be. I'm just being me because I can only be myself. So this is why I'm here, talking to everyone. And well, what I do is I do painting. I paint. I do artwork. You know, I've done artwork. I do painting. I'm a painter. This is some artwork I have done. It's oil painting slash acrylic. You know, that's one of the things that I've done. I can do graffiti. I can do graffiti. I do graffiti. Yeah, I can do graffiti, but I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna put my graffiti on anything. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna put my graffiti on anything. Nothing. If I'm not getting paid, that's the thing. It's all about bucks. This is what I'm trying to get over to people across. No matter what I do, every day and it's all about bucks. It's always about administering some sort of residual income that you can make that's gonna accredit to your savings officially at the end of this video. Before I get there, I'm gonna tell you for the next video, just watch this one, so at the end at this one I can tell you what you can take acknowledge for to try and introduce yourself into flipping your hustle into getting involved with. But until then, I'm going to tell you it's all about making money, on the research of making money and adapting yourself in situations to learn more. And don't be naive, don't be skeptical, don't be judgmental. If you don't feel it in your gut to do something, don't do it. If you don't know the knowledge of something, don't try it. If you don't know the knowledge. But if you know the knowledge of something, try it. If you're interested, ask. Get taught how to go about doing something before you put your nose in the pudding. Because if you didn't smell it before you put your nose in it, 9 times out of 10, it might not be for you, friend. But after I say, you know what I mean? Like I said, you can dust yourself off and get back up again. But now, in this 3 minutes we got, well, I like I said, I'm a handyman. I paint. I do artwork, and I also I do flooring. I pull up rugs. I can do rugs. Flooring, my son does a lot of flooring. Yes, I do. I have 3 sons, and I am not married. I'm a single man, and the moms, they're well off. Either one's married, the other one well off. They're fine. They're making their way in life. They're phenomenal people. But I also want to say they've done awesome with the kids. But I just want to say that I also do plumbing and a little bit of electrical work that I wouldn't put my hands on to say that I'm the greatest, but I'm not trying to touch no hot wires, put it that way. So it's something I would have to learn and get associated with it to get a degree in, you know what I'm saying? But because I'm not trying to do that on my own, it's nothing for me. But I do other works, and as in landscaping, and patios and landscaping, hard work, cut grass, all that. It's good stuff. But what I'm trying to say here is that what I do, I get up in the mornings. I'll be up about around 4, and I'll get dressed. I'll shave. It takes me a minute to shave. It takes me a minute to get dressed if I'm going out. You know, people be like, "Why it's taking you so long, man?" I said, "Well, I took a shower, and now I've got to go. I've got to go to the bathroom. And why don't you go to the bathroom, shave, then shower?" I did it the other way. I take a shower, and then I shave, and then I got a crap. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, whatever. But anyway, that went right over your head if you didn't hear that. But anyway, right, but anyway, it's things to do. We're about in 19 minutes. Things I do, and the money I make is like every day I make that money, and when I get that amount, I put it in the bank. But I can't put too many things in the bank because Child Enforcement Agency took all my money out of my account and left me where I was almost homeless. And I did. And I let them know that I was going from job to job. And I ran over into a little bit of minutes, but I'm just going to stop it right here. And I will tell you in my next video. Thank you very much and have a great day. And I hope to see you on my next show. Later.